I'm gonna be brutally honest, man. Most scripts I read, and I've read from like the classes in film production, were like 99% the same. Drugs, a college student, and maybe like just some problem with family. There were like a few like, oh, there's a slasher in there. Oh, there's an old western in there. But it's just like, no, there's a college student with drug problems. Maybe he's partying. That's it,
They
man.
base it around themselves. Is that what it is?
I don't know, but it was like most films, like scripts that were written were literally just to do with drugs, alcohol, and like college life.
Oh
I
my
mean,
gosh.
it is easy, but it's so boring.
Yeah, the thing with like writing a script or making a short film is you can't start like at like the beginning, like a wake up call, like you said before. The alarm clock goes off. That's such a big cliche in like low budget films and low budget short films and stuff. So what I've been learning, along my last year of making movies and doing like a lot of research and stuff, that seems to be like one of the main things not to do. Don't start boring. Don't start with the slow burn. If you're a big Hollywood big shot and you're Quentin Tarantino, burn the hell out of that.
Go for it,
Spend an hour doing the morning routine. I don't care if they get killed in the end, but if you have a short film, you have 10 minutes to show the audience what you're capable of. You have a very small portion, and the audience can easily click away if they're not interested. So it's best to, what I've learned is start the story in the middle, like you said before. Start the story right in, the juice of it and kind of go from there. Especially that
yeah.
works better with short films since you have a shorter time to tell a story. Um, you have to just start basically where the characters in the middle of what they're doing. You don't have time for a setup, a build up, and a climax. You just have time really just for the build up and climax. And that's really it for short films. And recently, when I've been working on my short film, I'm working on a Grand Theft Auto short film uh, based on GTA 6. I don't know if you know that video game. The video game comes out next
Yeah.
year. So that's what I've been working on. By the time this podcast comes out after Christmas, it'll already be announced, but I've been working on the script a little bit. And just trying to figure out where to start it, where to end it. And that's really like the key with writing short films is the beginning and end, because you don't have really much time for a middle. You have time to tell the middle of the story, but you have to get the point across in like a 10 to 20 minute mark. Um,
Yeah, that's what I've been actually like learning recently when I've been like writing the script and kind of planning it out, getting like the whole storyline and timeline set up. I'm like, oh shoot, I don't really have much time to actually write beginning, middle, end. It's kind of has to be like one or the other. And
right.
so I've been kind of thinking about just kind of building it up from like, okay, starting off more or less like, okay, character gets this, and it builds up, and then it kind of just like, it just keeps going up, and then it ends on like a big climax. Like, not like super climactic, but it ends on like this sort of like, oh, is that the end of the story, really?
Kind of like a
Like, what happened?
cliffhanger, just like
Like,
just like leave it
I'm,
as a to be continued, even though it's not really, you know.
I remember watching a short film. It was, forgot the name of the short film, but it was really good on building tension. It was award winning, and it was about this like psychopath cannibal girl who like invited this guy over, and it was a super like tension building film. I was like, these 7 minutes built so much tension than like most modern
Right.
films, because most modern films feel like copy paste, like just like blockbusters. There's nothing there to it. There's no
There's no
depth to it.
tension.
There's nothing. Like even in like the tension scenes, it feels like they're just kind of running the motions. They're just going through the motions. Like, oh, it
Yeah.
happens in the script. That's all we have to do. And
Yeah,
I
pretty much. When the
I miss
hero
the
almost dies and then they think he's dead, but he comes back, he's still alive. Like
like
there's
two
nothing
seconds
there.
later. Yeah,
2 seconds later, he comes out of the smoke. Superman's alive. What?
it's like
It's
it's
cliche.
done. It's
No
done to
tension.
death.
The
Yeah,
tension just drops there. There's nothing. There's nothing else
yeah.
there.
Like when they say, "Is he dead?" I'm like, "No, he's freaking alive, man. Like he's alive. He's coming out of that." Or like there's silence. I know he's coming out of
Is
there.
he? Is he dead? I don't know. No, I'm not. I'm back. I'm back.
I just love it when films kind of like throw me off. Not so many films do that. Not so many modern writers or modern directors can do that. Most modern films just feel like a bit too cliche. I'm just gonna admit that.
They're too similar. I think they're also like they don't take as many risks as they need to. And I've seen a lot of movies this year that just feel copy and paste, and just like kind of the layout of it, the characters especially. It's different setting. It's different actors, but it feels like the same writing formula. You know what I'm saying?